Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out EZDrummer 2 by ToonTrack's. So I've been messing around with this plugin for the past couple of weeks, and I've been enjoying myself with this plugin. So I'll go over what it does, what you can get out of this plugin, and also talk about some of the pros and cons that I have experienced with this plugin. Sorry I sound a little nasally today. Right now I am currently trying to get over a cold, but I feel good enough today to be able to do this video for you guys. So now let's jump into the plugin and talk about what we have going on it, talk about what are the overlays, and talk about some of the tools that you will have at your disposal. So when you load up EZDrummer 2, this is the first thing that you are going to see. You're going to see your drum kits right here. Then right next to that you have your browsers, so where you can browse through different grooves that you might want to use. And then right next to that you have your search tab. Now this is what I really like about this plugin. They have this tap to find feature where you can tap whatever, wherever you want your kick and snare to fall on, and this plugin will actually try to find a MIDI groove that actually fits the kind of beat that you are looking for. Even if you can't find one that is like 100% what you want, you can still edit the play style a bit, make it to where there's less snare, or move the power hand, or what have you, and I will go over all of that in just a second. But right next to that you have your mixer tab. Adjust the volume of your kick, your snare, your hi-hat, toms, overhead, ambience. You got your one-shot, shaker, tambourine, and percussive ambience. And then right below that you have your different reverb setting, compression, pitch, and mic bleed. So if you don't want any bleed going on in your overhead, turn it all the way down. But if you want it all the way up, and you can also turn up the volume a bit. And then right next to that you have your tab to where you can select which drum kit you would like to use. When I purchased the plugin, I ordered it with the alt rock drum kit because I really like the sound of that. What came with it was a modern kit and vintage kit. And right next to each of these drum kits you have these different mixer settings to choose from to figure out what kind of sounds you would want with your drum kits. So right now I have it on basic. But if I were to choose, let's say, distorted, it'll throw in that distortion effect and change up some of the mixing settings as well. They got metal, so that is everything that is going on the top part. And then right here you have your menu where you're able to choose, your MIDI layout, or change some settings, or load projects, what have you. And then you have your tool selector right here. Your scissor would be able to cut or snip off a block from whatever you have in this box. And then you have your undo and then redo button. And then you have your loop option right here, stop button, play. And then you have your record button, time signature, and your tempo, and then follow host. And the follow host it basically means that it'll follow whatever setting that you have going on in your DAW. So ToonTrack's actually have a whole list of expansion of drum kits for their EZDrummer 2 plugin. Range from action, alt rock, up to electronic music, metal, heavy metal, death metal, indie folk drum kits. They got some jazz drum kits, Latin Cuban percussion, UK pop, vintage rock. So ToonTrack's have a lot of varieties of different drum kits for you to choose from and mess around with. They will also come with the extra MIDI groove that works with that specific style or genre that the drum kit is going for. So now let's talk about the tap to find feature and see if I can pull something up. Alright, and then, so once you tap in what kind of drum beat you are looking for, it'll show up a list of all of these different MIDI grooves for you to choose from. And in the box right here, it'll show a percentage of how close it is to the beat that you are tapping in your tap to find. So this one, we have it at 50%. So that's really cool. Let's check out another one. I really like that, but I feel like there's too much time going on in it. So what we can do is we're going to drag this down, and then we are going to right click on this block, edit play style. What's really neat about this is you can adjust how the beat is being played. So if you don't like how there's so many times going on in it, what we can do is, let's put this on a loop. So I'm gonna throw the first times down as well, and let's see how it sounds. And if it's still not good for you, you can just increase it. Not only you can remove an element completely from the beat, you can also add in a different part of the kit. And if you don't like the crash to be a power hand, you can move that over to the hi-hat. And you can also change the articulation of it. So once you get that drum beat that you really like, what you can do after that is click and drag the MIDI groove that you have created into the piano roll of your session, and everything will be imported right into the piano roll with the velocities included. So not only you can edit the play style of these MIDI grooves, this plugin will also turn those MIDI grooves into a full-on song. So we're going to right click on this and use with Song Creator. What that will do is turn that MIDI groove into different versions of different sections of a song. So you have intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, and some fills and endings. So you just drag. Like that sounds good, but we can add in a little bit of a fill. What we do is click and drag into that. And then we can jump into a verse right there. So now we jumped into the chorus. But sometimes you are not going to be able to find the exact MIDI groove that you would want. So what you can do is get a metronome going in the background. Make sure you have follow host off. Alright, so I'm gonna end it right there. Alright, so now I want to add in some hi-hats. So turn on the metronome. Alright. Go in here and edit playstyle, and you know, right here it automatically assigned the power hand on the hi-hats. And then from here what you can do is assign an opening hit. And then from here you can choose whether you want more snares. Let's see what it sounds like when you add in all the time. So with this plugin, you can immediately get up and running with the drum beat in like less than 5 minutes, and you don't have to worry about clicking in a note on a piano roll or adjusting the velocities and make it sound more human. So that is really neat. The tap to find, I was having some metronome issues, but then again it could just be my thing with my DAW. Whenever I hit the tap to find, metronome would be going, and then it'll just cut out. But I think that might just be how I have my plugin running on my DAW, because I don't see anyone else having this issue when I was looking up online how to fix it. So that is something I'm going to have to figure out how to fix later on. But I mean, for now, if I'm able to kind of keep track of the beat, I'm not going to have any problem. But it can be a little bit distracting whenever I'm trying to tap in an idea that I have. So what I really like about EZDrummer is it's super easy to get it up and running, and being able to control exactly, you know, what kind of groove you would want, and whether or not you want to use the hi-hats or the crashes as your power hand, and how many times you want, what kind of fills are in there. My big issue whenever I'm playing with Get Good drums, sometimes my drums don't really sound all that realistic and it sounds robotic, and that is because sometimes I don't mess with the velocity enough, or it sounds a bit too perfect. So that is where EZDrummer come in. It helps with coming up with realistic sounding grooves, and also helps figuring out a song idea way more quickly with the drums when you don't have really a whole lot of knowledge about how the drums work. So I'm going to end the video right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and also subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video.